Hi, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Lex Kane's TV News. This is just a news update of what's going on with Batman 2028, Part 2 of the Batman film that they're filming. A couple of months ago they filmed a scene, one of the big scenes for the Batmobile in the Mersey Tunnel in Liverpool. And with that footage they're going to insert it with the filming of where they're doing it now in Glasgow. So the scene with the Batman is chasing down what the threat is in the film. It's based in a Christmas type period with the snow, so it's winter. So it's likely, I don't know, maybe another villain's going to be in the film. We know it's confirmed that Sebastian Stan is playing Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, and Scarlett Johansson is going to play Mrs. Dent, Harvey Dent's wife. And there's other cast members to be announced. So the scene that they're filming now, doing more scenes in Glasgow, will be a chase scene, and that will insert what they done in the Mersey Tunnel. Gotham PD, as I know so far, I don't know if they changed it, will still be filmed at the Library building because they were there a couple of months ago doing some filming, and did some principal shots in Liverpool. Um, Gotham City Hall hopefully will be the same setting at St George's Hall again. While I'm talking, there's going to be images popping up. What I found, I think it works that we've had in the past film. It was an autumn um, seasonal picture, the way it was filmed, and now we're going for the winter one where Batman's covered and he's got snow on him, but it gives it more of a real feel that they're doing the winter one. The last time they did a sort of winter type Christmas period film for Batman was Batman Returns. So it was a pretty long time in live action. We've seen animated films that do it, but not in the live action format for some time. The last one, I corrected myself here. The last one was Dark Knight Rises, but that was the ending scene and the last couple of minutes, 40 or so minutes of the film. But this one is going to be majorly all in winter, this film, like they did with Batman Returns. But yeah, Dark Knight Rises did have a winter scene in it, but that was in the last 40 minutes of the film. So that does count, but then not a full-on movie based at winter. So it's great to see this again. Robert Pattinson is doing again. He is now signed up for the third movie. This will be his final one, which I think is a good idea. When an actor comes in, they should stick to just 3 films and then continue on with someone else. There's talk about another Batman film, but we don't know if what's going on with DC at the moment. The DC Elseworld project is still going ahead, so this Batman is still going ahead. It's not part of this DC universe that they're doing. I don't know if that's going to continue because, as we know, there's some things that are being put on hold. The Lantern series apparently, I haven't seen it yet, but apparently has done very well in some markets. So I have to see if it's what will say DC. But I think they need to put Batman on hold for this DC universe. Make more Elseworld Batman films. I think that's the way forward because Batman is his own entity. You don't want him to be with other heroes yet. I think it's better that Batman's on his own and builds up slowly a team, which that might be better in other future films. But I'm glad that Robert Pattinson signed up for the third movie. He said this will be his final one. I think he's doing the Christian Bale move, which is good because the problem is if you do more Batman films with the same actor, like he does a fourth and fifth and sixth one, he'll typecast as Batman then. So I think he's doing what Christian Bale did. He's getting to do another one, but then he says three's enough. I think that's a good move from Robert Pattinson there. That the third one will be his last one, and I think there's going to be sort of cliffhanger in the second one. Will it be 3 hours again? I don't mind the 3 hour storytelling because I thought it was better telling it a longest Batman story. It may be 2.5 hours, I don't know, but it'd be great if it was a 3 hour movie. As you can see, the posters are very good. Give that winter feel. I think we need a realistic Batman film again. The Batman did quite well. There was less CGI in this, more practical effects. They only use CGI when they need to, which is good because I think the problem is if DC Universe do a Batman film, it's going to be CGI heavy. Um, so these Elseworld Batman films are the answer, like the Dark Knight trilogy, the Batman v Superman. I didn't mind that. They only use CGI when they needed to, but I think the way it's been going with some of the films recently, especially Supergirl, did reckon there was a bit too much CGI in it. I think go back to the practical effects. Only use CGI if you think the film's not going to work. And that's what they did with the Batman. They only used CGI when they needed to use it. With some of the scenes where the Batman glides off the live bill, which was Gotham PD. It was portrayed as Gotham PD, the live bill in Liverpool. So they only used the CGI when they need to, but there was more camera work, which was quite good. Yeah, so what I've seen so far with some of the pictures and clips, this is going to look really good, this film. Got high hopes for this. I really like the first one. It's more for fans that are who were teenagers watching the Batman animated series, and then you grew up with all the Tim Burton films and the Batman Forever and so on, and then you've grown up with the Dark Knight trilogy. You grew up with Batman v Superman, and then when you're getting into like your late 30s, mid 40s, and so on age, you go, "This is Batman for me." Um, it I like that Batman is a serious character in this. It's not comical. There's like little dry wit in it, but it stays to the core of the story, which is good. I don't know how many villains are going to be in this film, but I think you need to have a rogues gallery. It was good to have Penguin in there against the villain in the first one, Falcone. Um, and Catwoman, she wasn't really the villain, but she was seeking revenge on her mother's death, and also the main villain was the Riddler. I thought, and then the Riddler made his own army, and I think that was a good idea. And we got to see a Riddler that wasn't comical or zany, but you don't mind him being comical and zany, but more of a Riddler that was blaming the system, and he was the problem. And yeah, there were some baddies that needed to be arrested and get the just deserves of justice, but not bummed them off. But like he thought that was the only way to get their attention, and but I thought that Riddle was quite good. He was dark, but he was quite a good character. I really enjoy this character. So what I've seen so far, I'm happy. Um, I hope it's going to be a great movie. It's great that it's had a slight delay because it means that they can build the environments and the filming more better. They got more time to do it because they found the right time for the weather to be more cooler to do it. Because I think when it's been a bit warm recently in the summer, they couldn't really give that winter look. Now the weather's changing slowly, it's getting cooler. They did the right move filming the shots that are going to interlink with the Glasgow shots, where the chase is happening in one of the scenes, and then it'll insert into the Liverpool Mersey Tunnel shots, which will interlink with what they're doing with the Gotham City feel. So they filmed that in spring when it was still a little bit warm, bit cold. So they filmed that night when it was a bit more colder at night, and yeah, I think it's gonna work. I'll be able to see when the Mersey Tunnel is in this film. I will be able to recognize it straight away. So I think what they're doing is they film the scene, the big action scene, the big action scenes that were made with the secondary action scenes that were filmed in Liverpool. So you're going to see the Batmobile whizzing through, trying to find what the threat is, or is he escaping from the Lord again? I don't know what he's doing, Batman. But like you can see in the scenes that they made like these artificial snow, the Batmobile's slipping and diving. He gets control and he drives down. I think when the scene when they cut there, they're going to go to the tunnel, and apparently there's an action scene in the tunnel that was filmed. So sources were saying that it was very good night shoot, and I'm glad that you know the press were minimal seeing this. Only a few went to actually see it. What I've heard, it's from sources, it looks epic and incredible what they filmed. Some people went down to see it. I was daring to go down and see this filming, but because it was at very early hours, the more late night, I wouldn't have got there in time to see what they were doing. They did a few day shots, I think, and they closed off. I think they filmed in Edge Lane because there was something going on for a couple of months in the early new year of 2026. There was a lot of film trailers and that there. I don't know if they've been doing filming in Edge Lane. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's for another film, but I don't know if they were filming Gotham then. Some scenes for Gotham for the Batman 2 film. I'll be surprised if they did. And I mean, I wouldn't be like shocked, but I'd be surprised to go, oh wow, they filmed Edge Lane. But it'd be good if maybe they did some night shoots. I don't know because didn't do any filming in the day. So I don't know if they did any night shoots in the area of Edge Lane. I don't know if it was for a different DC film or another film. But it was interesting that there was film trailers there for quite some time. Don't know if it's linked to the Batman Part 2, but who knows? Subscribe to the channel. Take care. See you soon.